We are live.
Oh,
Yes, that's it. Live streaming. Here we go. Rock and Roll Chick
Ooh.
is on the screen. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Game Master Roundtable. We're going to play some Shadowdark for you. And before we get started, we're going to introduce ourselves and maybe even the characters that we're playing, which, by the way, we are all playing, at least I think we are. We are all playing ancestries / species / races and classes from the player's expansion for Shadowdark RPG. Now you can find a link to that. It is Pay What You Want on Drive-Thru RPG in the description below. And if it's not there, I don't know what else to say. But we should be able to get that for you. We'll get a hold of, we know a guy.
Yeah.
AJ is going to start things off for us. He's going to be our game master. Take it away.
Yeah, hello. My name is AJ Pickett. I've got a channel where I talk about D&D fantasy lore. Me and Fred also are producing a monster manual for Shadowdark. We might as well announce that because we're significantly into doing it now. I mean, we're locked in.
well, I tried to lock you in very reluctantly into doing a 5e or 2025 monster manual, and that did not work. But then
Yeah,
suddenly you came to me and said, Fred, we're doing this, Shadowdark monsters. And I'm like, fine, okay,
Yeah.
at least that's easier in terms of mathematically, apparently,
Yeah.
until I spent weeks
It
figuring
was
it
like,
out.
AJ, would you like to do a monster manual with me? And I said, what system? And he said, it's 5e. And I was like sick a little bit in my mouth. And then I was like, can we try something that's actually good? And yeah, so we went with Shadowdark instead. Yeah. So,
Do you
dearly beloved,
do you spit that out, or do you swish it around a little bit in your cheek when you get a little sick like that in your mouth? I mean,
I just swallow it straight back down like a man.
Yeah.
Okay, so
All right.
joining me today, speaking of men, Mark. Hello.
Yes.
What are you
I
going to be
am
playing
Mark.
today?
Yeah, I am Mark from Dungeon Class. I have a YouTube channel where we talk about how to do things, add more fun to your game, and things like that. Actually, right now, and speaking of Drive-Thru RPG, my book that I just had, RPG Your Classroom, is in there now.
Oh.
That's something I worked on. I put all my materials together that I used when I ran. I taught 200 seniors how to play Dungeons and Dragons and run it, how to be a DM and a player. I did that, and I put all my materials together, put them in Drive-Thru RPG. So if you know a teacher who's like, what if I could put Dungeons and Dragons into my classroom? Well, here you go. There's everything you need to be able to do that. So that's in Drive-Thru RPG. I today am playing a Furbolg druid named Ren, and he's a hippie. So there's that. So Fred, what are you doing?
Oh, so I'm Fred Wheeler. I run the How to RPG channel. Basically, I do anything to do with RPGs. Right now, I've been doing a lot of 2025 magic items, and oh, that's right. I was doing 5e monsters. Now I'm doing Shadowdark monsters, apparently. So that's what we've been doing, and we'll be continuing to do that until we have at least, I think you said, 100 monsters for the first volume. Yes,
Yeah.
the first volume, people.
The
That's
first
probably-
volume. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so it's not going to stop, apparently. And I'll be playing Box today. That is BOX, as in the box, the cardboard box, the box that your kid plays around in when you buy something and leave it in the lounge, okay? I'm playing a monk turtleoid. Yes, it is basically a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
You can do that in Shadowdark, apparently. So I'm doing it. I think Phil, it must be you. You're up.
Hey, my name is Phil Kearney. I create, illustrate, and publish role-playing games. I stream 9 times per week in the mornings. I do artwork for whatever book is going to get published next. At lunchtime and in the evenings, I do design streams for various. Well, I've been focusing on 5e mechanical systems like. On the DM's Guild, I've published the 5-color mana system for Magic the Gathering to be used in 5e. I've created ship, fleet, and round-to-round combat mechanics using 5e action economy for spaceships in Spelljammer. I'm currently building the Bastion campaign system, where you randomly generate events in your Bastion that then prompts adventures for your characters to run episodically, week by week. I build these books from scratch online. We play test them on my Discord. And then when they're good, we hire an editor. And when I get them back, I do all the page layouts. And then I do all the illustrating and then I publish the thing. So you can watch that whole process from ideation to publication on my channel. Today, I am excited to continue playing Phil Ossifer, the construct medium of Ord. Medium is the neutral title for the shaman class. So Ord is the god of knowledge, and as a shaman, I literally embody the seeking of knowledge as a construct that shall never die, but forever question why the fuck is any of this shit. So yeah, second level. I've got the Turn Undead. I love Turn Undead. I doubt there's any, but I'm excited if there is, because the mechanics for Turn Undead is super cool, and I'm looking forward to having those used. Otherwise, I can light a torch, I can cure wounds, and I don't need to eat, so I have extra space for extra torches. So I'm hoping to be a useful utility to the team, like the jack of all trades I was last time.
Nice.
Cheers. Hey, we're back down to Wally. What up?
Hey, hey everybody. I am Wally of the Wally DM channel. I do YouTube videos on puzzles and traps, and I have written a few books. One of them there is the Journal of Puzzle Encounters that Fred is holding. The Journal of Puzzle Encounters 2, on to the next. Thank you, Fred. And the Quintessential Guide to Monster Encounters. All of those you can find on Drive-Thru-RPG. Plus, this one here, my first published adventure, Mystery at the Golden Sturge Inn, which you can actually watch us all play. We did a live stream on this last October. So if you want to see how it runs, I changed everything because these guys broke it back then.
Supposed to do.
Yes.
Run the bad, build the good.
And I am going to be playing, I'll be bringing my character back, but it will actually be Kevin's brother, Greg, and that is spelled with two G's, so it's Gregg. So it's Greg. And yes. Greg is a tiefling warlock, and that is the character that I'll be playing. And I will let you know real quick, Phil, that you are just coming in a little bit low on the microphone.
How about that? Is that better off now?
Yeah, that's much more gooder. And I will pass the baton back to our game master, AJ.
All right. It is a bright and sunny morning. No, it's an overcast morning. I've got a special weather dice. It's an overcast morning when you set out at some hurry because you know that a child has been captured by an evil figure with glowing eyes, and you're headed through a treacherous ravine on trail of a hideout called the Shrine of the Burrower's Bang. So strap your gear on. It's time to get dangerous. Who's it? What marching order are we in, gentlemen?
What marching order? Well,
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what marching order we are in, but I will stand in the front because I'm a turtle. I take danger.
Yeah.
I take danger on.
You spit it out, right?
Yeah. Kill me first. Yeah. Sorry. Yes. We had the choice of having a level 1 character or a level 2 character. I picked the level 1 character.
So you should be in front. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, no.
Makes a lot of sense. Yeah. You're like the canary in the mines. So I guess I could go second. My armor class is 13, so I could go, in the middle and the back, whatever.
Okay.
Do we have any squishy? Anybody squishy here?
I'm fairly squishy, I guess. I'll go third. I mean, unless you're squishier, Phil.
Well, I'm thinking I can be in the back in case something comes up behind us. If that's.
Well, we can shift.
I'm going as a shaman. I have the ability to freely shape change into common animals. Today, I choose a mountain goat. And I will be clippy-clopping all over the place around the gorge and the ravines as we travel through to make sure my steady feet don't slip in the rain. And I will happily take up the rear as I just bounce from region to region, just keeping an eye on stuff.
Nice.
As goats do.
Are you
the only time I actually get to smell anything or taste anything as an entity is when I'm in animal form. And I love that because as a machine, I don't really understand like human creatures like elves and like what humans have to go through. The only living experience I ever have is that of an animal, and it's just I love that. So I want to clomp and play and just muck about as much as I can.
I will let you know too, being third in the line, that I am a tiefling and I do have a little bit of a sulfurous smell to me. So yeah, sorry about that.
There's that.
Keep your distance.
Yeah. And while we're pointing out things, I do have on my shoulder a red octopus. That's my little animal companion.
Do you
His
have like
name-
a spray bottle? Keep it moisturized.
Yeah. I do. Well, I mean, it's
raining.
it's spiritual, so it probably doesn't need water necessarily.
Like-
So
Moisture.
its
It
name.
needs spiritual moisture. Moisture.
Oh, and he's
Oh, here we go.
It's
here we go.
its name is Seven.
7.
Is he missing a tentacle?
No, because that's how many, dude. That's like how many legs that an octopus has, man. 7. So it made sense to just call it 7.
Uh-huh. We don't talk about the missing tentacle.
Yeah.
There's a reason why that octopus is pious. Okay, so philosopher, in your goat-like form as you're bouncing around, beyond the sulphurous smell of Greg the Tiefling Warlock as he fumes, striding along in the overcast weather, draped in his cloak, sangling mystical ornaments, no doubt. You smell something. Give me a wisdom roll, a wisdom check roll. Set the DC at
Let's see. Ooh,
12.
wisdom's a good one on
12.
mine. Yee! I got a 12.
Equals in hits. Okay, so you can smell something else acrid. It's coming from a vial. There's a broken vial and a half-dissolved cobalt skeleton, and it's clutching another fresh vial, which has the stopper still sealed. And you can tell just by the look of the other vial that this is acid, a vial of acid.
Well done.
You can use
I
it
will-
once. It does 2d6 damage, and it's got a 10-foot thrown range. Or you can apply it. I don't know.
I want
To
to
you.
I want to gingerly pick that up in my teeth and clippity clop over to Ren. Thank you, Ren.
Yeah.
You do potions and shit, so I hand you a potion. I just drop a potion in your hand when I walk up to you. Blah. And then
Okay. Thanks.
What?
I get to carry this around with my spear and my shield, and I don't have any room in my backpack.
I put my hand out and say, I will carry the acid.
All right.
and I clop over and I go clap, clap, clack on a rock next to the dissolved cobalt, and I pick up half the cobalt and show that it's like missing half itself. And then I just-
You indicate sufficiently that it is acid, and they can smell the acid once you pointed it out. Yeah, so it's all good.
Moving on.
While these
Yeah.
guys are doing that, I'm going to look towards the camera and break the fourth wall and say thank you to Agile Monk and Donnie for the super chats. And then like behind me, this whole scene of
Stubby the
everything else.
octopus.
Yes, and
Yeah,
Donnie
that's
has
canon now.
named Stubby the octopus. There's
Yeah.
also 7 of 8 out there too. So, and then with that, the camera goes away.
It's a fork octopus. I can relate, my man. I can relate. We drink together when I'm in robot form.
That's great.
Nice. Okay.
Love
As you approach, it's still morning, and you've set out early in the day, and the overcast weather makes it reasonably easy to see. You don't have to use torches or anything. The ravine is quite narrow and treacherous, though. It's like that ghostly ravine that Aragorn went through to get to the ghost caves. Very much like that. Looming over top of you, feels like a loose rock is going to fall down on you at any minute. And that's when you can hear crinkle. You can hear the soil breaking off from something as some creatures scutter quickly towards you, out of the twisting corners, and they're on you pretty much straight away because they bend in the path. And you are facing. I've got to roll a 1d4 to determine how many cave
Wendy
rats.
Spite.
Cave rats have been driven out by something. Some disturbance. 4 of them. Shit. Okay.
That's not shit. That's pretty good.
4 cave rats.
Okay. So you're facing 4 cave rats. They've got an armor class of 10.
So are they attacking us, or are they just trying to get away from something?
They are a swarm which is moving through, so there is a chance they'll bite you if you react badly.
Okay. Can I pull
Can
out
you
some
guys-
rations
if you guys-
and throw them?
Yes, you can.
I just open it up as I
Do you
can,
want
as I
to?
toss.
Do you want to distract them though, or do you just want to? There is a chance you could all just like freeze if you all roll like a dex check and pass a DC 10. Then you all just stop and let them run past if you want.
Oh, I'm down with that. I'll freeze.
Sure.
I can speak with them telepathically.
You could try that.
So I'm gonna say friends, let us pass. And
Can they
also,
Can they respond to you?
what's chasing you? Yeah.
Oh, right. So they say bad thing in tunnel, bad noise.
Okay. Bad thing. There's a bad thing in the tunnel, guys. Just to let you know. Apparently, that's what they're telling me anyway. Now, is it big thing, bigger than you?
Oh, that's all they want to say. They're sufficiently satisfied that you are not a threat, and they are just avoiding you. You're cool with the rats, and they fuck off. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
Well done, Ren. Well done.
Yeah, nice. And you save some food. Okay, so you turn the corner, and indeed there's a river. It sort of opens out. There's a river sort of bend coming around this way. There's a stinky, steaming pond just on the corner there that looks like bad water you would not want to drink. There's actually some dead birds around it. And there's this wicked-looking vine with thorns and shit, and you swear that it switches as you're watching it. That's growing up over half of a cliff face, but there's the open half that doesn't have any vine on it, that's got some sort of misty stuff coming out the top of it, is clear and open and scratched out opening clearly in the side of the mountain that the ravine is cut into. So something has dug out a place here, a tunnel going down ages ago.
Okay. Well, I am going to take out a torch, light it up, and say, I think we should go inside because
you're
why
leading?
not? Yeah, I'm leading. I'm going in. Are you following? I don't know, but I'm going in.
Torch timer starts.
Depends
now.
on whoever.
I'm going with you.
Exactly.
Exactly.
If Ren goes in, then I will follow Ren.
Yeah, man, I'm all good. Let's go, dude.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Cool. So in Shadowdark, we know that timing is everything, and every action that you take takes away from the total time between you and getting to the hostage before something dire happens. So this is like a speed run, and you're aware of this because as soon as you step foot inside the cave, even though you haven't even made it to the proper entrance yet, you can hear a thrumming noise of a voice, a deep voice echoing through the stone itself. It is very distant, though. It's quite some ways away.
Put a 1 hour timer on the clock for the torch.
Let's go.
Right.
I am a bear.
torch going.
I will follow.
Must save the girl. Let's
Maybe,
go.
should we space out just a little bit more, maybe? As I start to lag behind.
All right. What do I see as I venture in?
As you venture into the cut stone, the claw-marked walls have chipped away what was once some sort of a dwarven fresco carving in the rock. So that's a really old carving too. So although the dwarven maker is very well done, you can see that it's been chewed away by like cave urchins and moss and fungus over the years. And also some big animal has scratched away, particularly at there's an outcrop that comes into the hallway and breaks it up so it's a narrow sort of a confine. So you got to walk between these two, like a turnstile stylus sort of thing, you know, when you walk those through things.
Right.
Do any of you have any sort of dwarven ancestry? No.
No. The turtles aren't related to dwarves in any way whatsoever. I just call out quietly. Animal experts up here, please. I think there's some sort of animal that's been scratching away at this rock carving.
Right. So you're going to have a good look at the indentations and carvings in the rock?
I'm not, because I'm not really an expert in animals, but I'm going to ask, because we got 2 animal experts here, so I'm sure.
All right. So give me a search check with advantage. The DC is 15.
Ooh. I think I'm animal-esque. I'll make that roll.
I rolled a 10, so it's all good, man. Looks like, wow, that's like...
Yeah, you're mostly looking at the
cool
scratches in the
carving.
walls, and they are deep and sharp, and they look like they've been made by something with like 5, it's like a hand claw.
What do you make of that, Ren?
I rolled a 12, so I take a bear
It's got
paw
5.
and just scrape it on the rock as well to see if they match.
Well, so that's under the 15.
Oh, yeah, man.
So yeah.
Yep, doesn't look like a match. No idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I don't know, man.
What, you guys don't know what that
the,
is.
The scratching looks to be by some sort of a large reptilian beast.
I already know what it is. Oh, dear.
Okay, so what else do you want to do, or do you want to move on from here?
Well, I would like to search the area and see if I can find anything, maybe some secret doors, or is there any traps around here? I don't want to walk into anything, if I can help it. Any hidden compartments, maybe something stuck in the dirt that I can pick up. Basically, I'm looting the room, and I'm trying to be as specific as I possibly can. I've checked the ceiling for things jammed in there, the walls, the cracks, you name it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you stepping out in front of the others and sort of scouting as you do this?
I've been doing that the whole time. Every time I try to get in front of me, I just keep walking back in front.
All right.
I'm like,
So as you're walking forward, give me a DC 15, like searching check, wisdom check.
As you mean a wisdom check?
Yeah, wisdom check.
Right. Okay. Cool. So I got a critical. I rolled a 20.
Oh, nice. Just before you step on the trapdoor trigger, that's right beneath your foot. This is just as you get to as your torchlight illuminates ahead of you, you can see the cut and still pretty pristine outlines of a dwarven door. Dwarven doors, are usually counterweighted to swing their massive stone edifice easily if they're unlocked. This one seems to be unlocked because it's ajar slightly, and you're just about to step forward going, oh, that's easy, when you saw that this flagstone is a little bit too natural and it's raised, and you can, as soon as you're about to step on it, you notice that there is 2 tracks in the floor that look like scratches, but they're too even, and they're leading up to what looks like to be that one of those stones that you step around will move if you step on that trapdoor.
Well, now I had foreseen that there would probably be a trap, hence why I said looking for traps. So I think I have a pole that is 10 foot long. From what I see, do you think I understand how it seems like it's a swinging door. So I don't know how it swings necessarily and what sort of injuries might be sustained from it, but do I get an idea that standing, say, 10 feet back with a pole and poking the trigger would activate it without getting me and everybody else killed?
Now, it seems like if you push down the trapdoor, it's going to activate the stone barrier in the room, the corridor, to slide and slam into the other stone that's halfway out the corridor and crush anybody in between those 2 stones, between them.
Right. So I don't want to stand between those 2 stones.
No.
And I want to use my pole. And actually, do I want to use a pole? It might be smarter to use something else, because I think the pole's going to be pretty much over once I do that. Do I think I can? Is there any stones or rocks around that I could pick up and try to hurl at the trigger?
You can avoid the trigger entirely by just walking down the far left side of the corridor, because the flagstone actually stops.
Okay.
So there's a little walkway, so you can easily avoid it if you know it's there.
I point out to everybody out, there's a little walkway here. You need to use that there because there's a trap there, and if you don't, you're going to get squished like a sandwich and probably die.
Anybody behind the trigger will get trapped and smashed between the rocks. Yeah, the person who stands on it will be just fine.
Right. Yeah, so I'll tell them where not to stand and not to stand on the trigger, and to take the little walkway round so we don't get any injuries, because that would be bad in the very first location.
Yeah. Grimtooth's traps, everybody. Pick it up today. Okay.
I'm so glad you found that box, because I would totally wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. So the dwarven door swings easily open. The air is stinky in here. It's musty. It doesn't get around much. It's
Greg,
quiet.
have you been in here?
Keeps mostly to itself. It's a little bit soiled. There is gossamer tissuey like materials strewn all over the place. No, it's not what you think. It's spider web. It's a giant spider web. And over to the right-hand side of it, immediately through the door, you notice a pile of bones of small dog-like reptiles.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel like spiders have been chomping down on a kobold population. That probably isn't a population anymore.
Not just kobolds, but 1970s kobolds.
Yeah. Yeah. I will turn around and whisper quietly as best I can to our animal expert who hopefully can communicate with spiders. Can you just see if you can come up here and have a chat? I suspect there are some giant spiders. I don't know I feel like giant spiders are kind of like drunk hooligans, so that even talking to them is probably not going to work. But how about giving it a go?
All right. Yes, I'm going to go up here and I'm going to try to talk to him.
We don't even know if there's spiders there, but we know there's webs, so there probably is.
Right. So, can I hear any telepathically? Can I hear any like I'm hello? I'll send that out telepathically in spider language.
No, there is no response.
Oh. I'd like to send my octopus Stubby on in there ahead to see.
Stubby says, "Fuck no, I'm not going in there."
But Stubby,
That's because we have multiple legs doesn't mean that we're cousins, man.
Yeah. You're like you've got 7 legs. They've got 7 legs. And you could totally have a conversation. No, come on, stop. All right. So I put out my little spider senses. Spider senses, and there was no response. So
there's no response.
Either they're
fine,
not talking.
Fine, I'll go ahead then. Fine. If you're sure that it's safe, I'll go ahead. He hops down, slithers across the floor. One of the webs goes. Ding. Would you like to roll a dexterity check, DC 10 for Stubby?
Sure. Come on, Stubby. You can do it, my friend. 20, baby.
Nice. So
Good
he
job,
manages.
Stubby.
Yeah, he manages to
nimble.
go right into the middle of the room. And he's standing in the cleared out sort of circular area in the middle, at the lowest part of the room, and he's sort of bouncing up and down on the detritus of like old webs and stuff that's sitting there just like a mat. And he says, "Oh, it seems fine.
Yeah.
Come ahead. Yeah, it's fine. Where would you like me to go next?" I can see that there's 2 corridors. This is almost like a beehive shaped room. Not a beehive, but the little spaces inside beehives. It's like that shape. And there's 2 doors which coming off the end here. I think one of them is caved in, but the other one is fine. There's an opening there.
Yeah, I'll send him up
I can
ahead.
smell moisture. I can smell moisture down there.
Okay, yeah, moisture's good. Yeah, go in there and bask in that a little bit.
Okay, so you want me to go
hope he does
down the
okay.
corridor? You want me to go down the corridor? Okay,
Go down about 10, 15 feet. Another what?
Give me another DC 10 dexterity check.
Okay, that didn't go so well. That's a 4.
Okay, Stubby has disappeared suddenly.
I have a question.
Yeah.
We didn't get any luck points, did we? Luck tokens.
No.
No. We're going to have to earn them. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Understood.
You lose telepathic contact with Stubby.
Stubby?
Let's go find out what happened to Stubby.
I'm a little worried about Stubby. Yeah.
I suppose everybody was watching that very carefully. So give me a wisdom check, everybody.
Okay.
Make this a DC 15 to notice what just happened.
Ooh, 19 for me.
19.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So Greg, your tiefling eyes can see cut through the darkness, and you were watching that matted thing very suspiciously. And it did in fact lift and drop just as Stubby disappeared.
I relay that information to you guys. Like it lifted, and it
Because it
dropped.
looked like when he flopped off it to go on, he was off the central thing. It bounced somewhat, and then Stubby was just gone.
Hey, Box, throw acid at it. Melt it away.
Well, I got a 20, a critical success, so I probably saw that myself. I was like, that sounds very, very weird. I reckon
Greg
what
tells
we'll do
you
is
anyway. You can tell.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah.
pass the information around. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's try the pole. Let's see what happens if we poke that space where he went with a pole first. I don't want to chuck acid around all over the place, because who knows, we might wind up aciding Stubby, and that.
How long is the pole's 10 feet, right?
10 feet. So I'm going to
Okay.
stand.
Are you stretching forward with the pole right
Yeah, of
right at the
course.
extent?
Yeah,
So you're
yeah. I'm not
as far away
standing
as possible.
forward of it and having the pole behind me. That would be really stupid.
So you're at the edge of the central mat, and you're poking the far end of the mat where Stubby went off. Is that correct?
Yeah. That's the one.
Okay. So you're right in position for the giant trapdoor spider to attack you immediately.
Well, it's about time.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys see the trapdoor go boom, flip like that, and I don't know if you've ever seen a trapdoor spider before. They're unpleasant. They're prehistoric. They rear back because their fangs are fixed into their skull, like Nosferatu, the old school style, you know, like that. So it rears back like this. These big, thick, greasy, grey, black arms with hair coming out like an unshaven hooker, just come out and just like right down on top of Box.
Did you say an unshaven hooker?
Yes, I did.
That word. I was going to say, we're just going to let that go right past.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
for those of you who are unaware,
Yeah.
You were the dog.
adult content has just entered.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Visual.
Yeah.
Right.
That is the sort of description that you want in an adventure.
It is slimy.
Written, published.
It's genius.
Its
actually.
skin looks like it. You use it to clean underneath the toilet lid. It is absolutely horrific. And this thing lurks in a squelchy hole full of corpses for a living, and it bursts out. It has no interest in dating. It's not here to make a good impression. It just wants to eat you, and it bites down immediately. So it gets a surprise attack.
Right. So my armor class is 14.
Okay.
Yep. Remember, with surprise, you have advantage on the attack.
Yeah. Well, if I want.
Well, if you want.
It could be an old. It could be an old spider.
It could be an old spider. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, sickly.
Thanks to Donnie, who threw a super chat in there that says unshaven hooker. There, it is now in stone.
Yeah, that's canon now. Yeah.
Nice.
When you,
nice.
if you're going to include trapdoor spider in the monster manual, then that's how you have to describe it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the giant trapdoor spider has got an armor class of 13 because I just can't be bothered playing cloak and dagger. I just want you to know what you have to hit to kill it. It is hitting you with a +4 to hit, and it's got advantage, you say, on its attack. Well, that definitely hits. And it does a total of 1d8 on its massive bite.
Oh, gosh.
And you need to give me a DC 12 Constitution saving throw and take
DC?
2 points of bite damage. Yeah, DC 12 Constitution.
Okay.
You
Good
don't
news. I got a 4.
Oh, okay. So
Not gonna be great.
you feel it, this poison pump itself into the wound instantly, giving you 3 points of searing searing poison damage. It is burning your flesh. It's digesting your flesh as you are being attacked by it.
I'm poisoned, I'm assumed.
Yeah.
I gotta give you credit. That sound effect for the poison going in, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
It's all right. I've
pumping it in there.
Yeah.
Spider bites, I've had them before. It's not a big deal. Would you like us to roll initiative at this point?
Yes. It's after it's gone. It's like,
ouch.
Well, I guess we're fighting. Dude, that's not right, man.
yeah. It now that it's bitten, it can see you because its eyes are down back at level again. It realizes it's facing quite a lot of foes. So
my initiative is 21 because I rolled a 20 on my dice.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll start with you, Fred, because that's clearly going to win.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you do to defend yourself against this horrific attack?
Well, I feel like that I need to counter the spider with the dragon. So I use my dragon style and smack it with my fist as hard as I possibly can. Gives me a +1 to the attack, so that's 16 to hit, so I hit it.
Yep.
And it does a mighty 5 points of damage.
Yeah, that's pretty...
Right in the spider ghoulies.
Okay, you smack it straight in the spinnaker. in the little nubs. They prematurely squirt a little bit of web.
And the nubs.
Yeah. Not the nubs, not my nubs.
Yeah.
My
At this
sensitive
point,
nubs.
At this
Not
point,
the
I
old
think it's
little-
sensible to probably move a little bit further away from the spider. So I
Yeah.
will use. I'll move near away.
unhook yourself from its fangs and
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
say you'd like stumble
Yeah.
forward with a
Still got the
squirt of
torch going.
food
Like, okay,
coming out of your
there's a
Like-
spider here, guys. You might want to deal with it because it bit me. And so,
it's what you guys hear. Okay. We'll go next down. Phil, we'll just do round the table.
Sure. I'm going to put a heal into box to see. I'm going to make my die roll here. Get a +1 because of my wisdom. I have to hit a 10, and I rolled a natural 1. So I will not be using cure wounds at all for the rest of the session. Thank you.
Shit. Oh no, that's disastrous.
sorry.
Okay,
Oh wow.
that's that. For
I
anybody
back
for
you
No
Anybody
luck
anybody
at
at home,
tokens.
obviously.
No luck tokens to save it either.
yeah, for
Oh,
anybody
wait a
at
minute.
home,
Hold on.
short
Incoming.
of. Okay.
Oh,
No, Agile Monk just gave us luck points.
Oh, he did.
What?
Oh,
Okay, yeah, totally. Okay, you've all got 1 luck point now. Thank you,
Yay,
Agile
thank
Monk.
you, Agile Monk.
I'm
Yes,
going to reroll
thanks.
to save
Thank
my
you,
spell,
thank you.
and I got a 16 on the die. It's a 17 total. That's a heal. I'm going to have
We will not bow to any sponsor.
7 hit points
Hmm.
back. So I think you were down 5. You're
Monster
now-
Energy, sugar free, so delicious.
God damn, that
Not a
was
sponsor.
absolutely
Yeah.
freaking clutch.
Oh,
Agile.
man.
Cheap fuel.
Thank you for the die
Keep fuel
save.
for the win.
Completely
I've got a
clutch.
headache. Good thing I've got.
Sorry, Phil. How many did I get back? Because I lost
Try the
3.
delicious
Seven,
flavor of
but-
New Zealand
Seven,
LNP.
but you're only down 5, so you're back up.
I was down 3, I thought. But anyway, okay, that's cool.
It was 3 from the acid and 2 from the bite. So
Oh, okay. All right, so 5.
Great.
Okay, so
total
it's
5.
back. I'm back to where I was.
Is him healing up to full drop the poison, or does he still have any kind of poison remnant conditions that he needs to be tended to?
No, he's fine now. He was like Asterix just drank some magic potion. He lifted up the ground a little bit on tippy toes. As the vital energy coursed through him and spat the shoulder out of his poison just squirted out of him like an overripe zit.
For those of you who don't understand where he's coming from, he's talking about Getafix from Asterix and Obelix. Basically, the druid is based off that.
Yes, exactly. Nicely done.
I'm going to take a step back to make sure that I'm not the next target and proceed.
All right. Okay, so next on around our table is Dungeon class Mark.
All right, I'm gonna roll and try to shoot him with my short bow, and I roll a whopping 5 because I didn't want to wade in there right away.
Yeah, it just
So-
deflects off his chitinous armor.
Dang it, chitinous! Darn
Yeah.
you, chitinous armor!
Even though it was a good shot, Verbolg's got a pretty
With the
strong
trapdoor
arm.
open, is the squid visible? Is the spirit's pet in there, or is it just did it just get blipped?
I was
To be
wondering.
determined. It might be under the trapdoor spider. We don't know.
Hmm.
Currently not in sight. But
Big with spirits too, so I understand his pain.
yeah, and I'd say that Ren is probably too busy mentally to connect because he's concentrating on a spell, so he can't mentally reconnect the Wi-Fi to his stubby companion. He's got 2 bars. Okay,
Yeah.
Wally, what's Greg doing?
Greg is going to use his Warlock ability, and for those of you unfamiliar with the player's expansion for Shadowdark RPG, the Warlock.
Oh,
gets
where
an-
can you get that?
You can get that on RPG as a download.
Oh, that'd be good. That'd be handy to have.
It would be handy. The character that I'm playing has an ability called Eldritch Blast, and yes, I will be spamming it for the rest of the game because I only have to make a DC 11 plus my spell modifier, and I don't lose a spell if I
Nice.
fail. But not only that, but I have a talent that gives me advantage on charisma checks. So
Oh yeah.
keep me alive.
Holy Hannah.
That's a
awesome. What a great combo.
that's a
Yeah.
success for 2 points of damage.
Nice. Okay.
Talk about dumb
Nice.
luck, eh? Dumb luck.
Yeah.
Nicely
yeah.
done.
The only thing is
Friction on point.
just not a lot of damage, but that's okay.
Spider takes it in its stride. You know, it might have it's closed one eye up, but it's got plenty more.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry, Ren, are you reloading your bow? It takes
Yes.
a round to reload, doesn't it? Or an action or something?
Oh, it does. If that's the case, then no.
Well,
I will wade in next battle with my.
hand
Yeah.
crossbow or just a bow.
I have
Is
a
it
short
is it
bow.
probably short bows are probably a bit faster, isn't it?
There's no reloading with a longbow and the short bow.
Cool.
And,
Okay.
and a
That's what I
crossbow,
wanted to know.
yeah, a crossbow it's got loading for a crossbow.
Okay.
Oh,
Cool.
Okay.
That's the other way
Yeah.
around. Okay. All right.
Nice.
All right. It's not my turn yet, though.
Yeah.
No.
Right.
So we're back to Fred. Yeah.
Fox.
Okay, it's me. All right. So
Oh, actually, no. It's me. It's me. The spider.
Oh, fine. The spider's
Oh wait,
coming.
we don't
Yeah.
need that. No, that's the only
Yes,
turn.
yes. Time for the spider. Bring it on.
Spider
Just
says, Spider rolls a 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 to hit Fred. It's hitting box again.
box. I got a 14.
14. Okay.
I'm a turtle. I don't need armor, and
Yeah.
I'm fast.
Also, yeah, you scrabble out of the way as it's lunging in again, and so yeah, no, it's wasted its time in getting itself even further out of the hole, and it's starting to take quite serious damage from you guys. So yeah, Box, it's your turn again. You wheel around on it.
Yes, I will, and I will aim for the eyes. Go for the eyes. It has so many
Go for the
eyes to
eyes,
choose
ooh.
from too. So yeah, and I'll be using my dragon form. And that it's good. 21 to hit, and 2 points of damage as I get one of the eyes, probably. Maybe
Nice.
two.
All right. If it was old school D&D, I would say that it was bloodied and it does something special, but no, it doesn't.
Nobody here is special.
Yeah,
That'll
no.
be the next book.
Yeah.
God, no.
Okay,
Bloodied effect for six.
Phil Ossifer, it's your turn.
I'm going to as the bear that I am right now in the cave of the bear, I am just going to just body tackle it and see if I can hold it down and make it easier for my allies to hit it. And the attack roll comes up it's a 12.
12.
That a hit?
I'm going to give you a bonus because you're just so damn big and fluffy. Yeah, and also the thing is
Nice.
overextended, so yeah, you hit.
Nice. Well, I'm just tackling it to hold it, grapple it, pin it down, give my allies advantage, and I assume I'll hold it for however long I can until you make me try to fight free.
Yeah, because we've established that it rears back to bite. I'm going to give it disadvantage on its next bite attack with you on top of it because you're too damn heavy.
Nice.
All right, Mark, you are firing again with your bow.
Actually, I want to try to telepathically talk to it and Spider, and tell him you should leave. We kill spiders for fun. And by the way, have you seen a little octopus around here somewhere?
Oh, so you're going to try and it's a battle of wits. So you're going to try and intimidate the. Use the highest of either your charisma or your intelligence. We'll do an opposed check.
Well, see, I'm not the brightest bulb, and also
I'll let you in a
I don't
little
really,
secret.
I don't
You only
bathe
got to
much.
you only got to roll a
hippie.
2 or better, so you win. You win.
I rolled
It sort of goes and lands on the ground and says, "Okay, uncle," in spider.
Yeah, I rolled a
like
6,
spiders.
yeah.
I don't know what spider is for surrender. Probably, you know. But it doesn't want to get hurt anymore. It made a terrible mistake, and it returns your limp, very poisoned octopus to you. He's on the brink of death. He's like
legend. Do magical.
It's like a
animals
deflated
get
balloon.
poisoned?
Yeah. Oh, I suppose not if he's spectral. If he's
It's okay.
yeah,
It's all right.
he's like perforated.
Well, if nothing else, his ego's bruised. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, I didn't like being disconnected. I require a connection to you to stay on the spectral, the mortal plane. So don't let that happen.
Yeah.
Don't send me to my death again, you bastard.
Yeah. Sorry.
I have
even if I'm a wisp, even if I'm a hologram, I have rights. Yeah.
I can communicate with animals as well, so I understand spider as well as spirit. And so hearing the conversation, the submission of the spider that is willing to retreat back into his cage,
I'm going to extol a task.
I know
of one
somebody
leg.
watching is like, oh, the spider submits. It's like, don't play Baldur's Gate 3, you perv.
I'm going
This
to.
is not
I'm
that
going
kind
to,
of game.
I'm going to tax it for its error one leg, so I'm going to bite off one of his legs before I let go.
Jesus, you play rough. Okay.
Oh wow!
Spiders understand.
What is the
Spiders
safe word?
fucking
Safe word.
understand.
What?
That's right. Stay in your hole. I'll take another leg if I see
Spider
you.
like holds up an X card.
God.
Do not consent to that.
Too far.
I now have
That's
a
funny.
5-foot pole.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. 5 foot twitchy pole.
Oh god.
It's like, don't hit me with that spider leg. It's filthy. All right. So the spider
I really think
retreats. The spider retreats back into its lair. You can fish around in the kobold bones as much as you want, and you will recover some treasure from there
Yay!
Yeah.
if you so
And do that.
wish.
Yes.
Yep. What do we find in the bones?
There's 10 gold pieces in a small rusted pouch. I don't know how the pouch rusts. I mean, I guess it must be a chainmail bag. And there's what you thought was a shield, but is actually a black dragon scale with a full 5 gold pieces.
Whoa.
So
It also gives you some idea of how big this dragon was.
a pouch with 10 silver pieces,
10 gold pieces.
10 gold
Gold.
pieces.
Yeah,
Nice.
that was a
Totally.
But then there's
Halfway
also a
gone.
scale that's worth 5 gold pieces. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well,
How are you doing, Box, as far as health goes?
I'm fine. I didn't get. I got all healed up.
Just a scratch.
Yeah. Philosopher had me covered. Yeah.
Oh,
the little
okay.
spider bite's been dealt with. I can carry it. I can carry both of those unless somebody else wants to carry it.
Did you open the bag box?
Yeah. The bag has got some gold coins. 10 gold coins. So I can. I'm assuming that each one is a spell a gear slot. Yes or no?
What for?
For the scale and the gold pouch and the pouch full of the gold coins.
Oh yeah, well, pouch of the gold coins just goes in with your regular slot full coins, and the scale will be a separate slot.
All right, so I can carry the scales. Somebody else can carry the pouch of
I'll
gold
take it.
coins. Okay, go for it.
All right, got it.
Okay.
Very anxious to say that, it seems.
It's all right. We can split it after.
Right.
Provided you live. You know.
it.
If you don't,
Fair.
we'll send something to your family.
I
You know.
appreciate that. Yeah.
You can trust us.
Yeah.
All right, so
Give
you
it to my brother,
can
Kevin.
you can go back the way you came, like the craven cowards you are, or you can investigate the futile venture down the caved-in tunnel, or the tunnel with that's going down with a bit of moist air coming out of it.
I
I had 10 gold
Big
pieces.
chunk
We're
of
rich
change.
now. We don't have to do this business
True.
about saving princesses. You know, I mean, we could just go and hit the pub. You know.
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean,
that's right. We're
he-
supposed to
I mean,
rescue
he-
someone.
He
Oh,
did
that's
offer
right.
he did offer 25 gold pieces and a proper dwarven shield as reward to get back his child, who got who got dragged out.
Oh, now you're gonna bring up a child part
A
of it.
child,
I
yes.
guess there's that. I guess
Come
Ord
on,
would
come
would
on.
be-
Hard.
would like
Don't
that
be
idea, I
heartless.
suppose.
They're a heartless individual. I reckon we should go to the caved in entrance and just check that out first before we go and take the other ones. No response. I go that way
Okay.
Yeah.
with the torch.
It only takes you a few seconds to realize that it's really literally just a big pile of old rock.
Okay.
There's nothing interesting.
Right, so can't move the rocks. She couldn't have been, the kid couldn't have been like trapped behind there.
Also, there's spiderweb
cave-in.
all over there as well. So
Oh, it's been there for a while then. Okay,
Okay.
all right. And there's nothing around there. If
doesn't appear to
searching
be.
through.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there
There's
is
just
there
threads
is there
of
any
web
way I
everywhere.
can? Is it possible to track by scent? Is it possible for me to try to catch scent of human non-animal in the environment that could be
Yeah.
followed? Or
There's definitely a scent of human scent coming from that direction. Yes, recently.
okay,
Okay, so that's the way we go. And I
Is
go
that-
that
is
way.
that-
I do the bear head nod.
Is that the moisture hall?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can,
towards the moisture hole.
but
with the torch.
before we go down there, can I just do I have take my crowbar and just kind of hit the side of it? I mean, I don't want to be trapped like where the Millennium Falcon was or anything.
Okay. So we want Fred. Box is in the front, so I'm going to get a dexterity. Oh, actually, a wisdom check. A dexterity check from you.
Okay.
And Wally,
Oh, no.
I'm going to get a misfortune check of a D20 straight D10 pass or fail,
Oh no!
because no stats are involved. It's just pure luck.
Okay.
yeah,
So I roll a
a D6
d20,
roll,
and
usually.
that d20 is going to be a 5.
5. So that sucked.
Oh.
So at the same time that you dislodge because you're tapping with the crowbar,
Yeah.
and there's a tripwire hidden in the webs that Fred has just activated, and they both go twang. So from one side of the corridor and the other side of the corridor at the same time, loose rocks that are held together by a loose webbing of spider web hidden there by kobolds long ago have fallen down on top of you, and everybody needs to make a dexterity DC 12 check or take 1d6 falling rocks damage.
So the good news is I've
everyone
done my
died.
dexterity
18,
check.
baby.
Hey,
No,
14.
Fred. Yeah, no, Fred. You need to make another one.
What was the-
I failed the first one, buddy.
Oh,
use
okay.
the
So
luck
there's no
point.
point
Use
making
the
a
luck-
second one.
Use
All
the
right.
luck point.
All right.
Use one of the luck points.
What was the target number?
Yeah, you can use luck point.
Yeah, I got
DC
a
12.
3. I got a
12.
3, so that's definitely not a 12. Yeah, so I failed the first one. I'm never even going to get to the second one.
Yeah. 14. I pass. I think.
I don't know why I
18
picked up
here,
2d6.
I passed.
It's just one.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so anybody that fails, you get, oh shit, that's 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, wow.
6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
You've got to love how ruthless AJ is.
Yeah.
We have the least amount of hit points now.
But he hasn't killed anybody yet. Like, there hasn't been a TPK.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
didn't we die in like 5 minutes when you ran it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're complaining
we're
about
better now.
The good
ruthless
news,
AJ?
the good
know.
news is
I
those of
think it was
you
about 30 minutes, wasn't it?
yeah, those of you who failed and took the D6 damage, you also lose your footing and go sliding down the stairs and land on the landing down below, but you don't take any more significant damage
Okay.
or set off any other traps or land on a monster or land in a vial of acid or anything like that.
Right.
You
cool.
just land in a heap and go, fuck, ouch, it's fine.
Did both Bucks and Rin fail the check? Did you both take 6 points?
Yes, I did.
I didn't fail.
Who should I attempt to heal?
I'm
no.
good. I didn't fall.
Oh, it was
I
just
was
box.
okay.
Just
Yeah.
It
box.
was
Yeah.
just
Okay.
box.
Well,
Yeah.
let me be here, Box.
It's like, I'll lead the way.
I've got. I only rolled a 7 on my healing, so
No. You can have my luck token. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Roll that sucker again. Thank you.
Are you out box? Because you have cure wounds in your. You have a.
I got the
Potion in
potion,
your
but
bag.
yeah, he's casting it. I don't want him to lose the spell.
Got
It's
it.
only a 4. I
He's failed again. Oh,
Yeah.
Goodness
Sorry,
gracious me.
Okay. All right.
I
Okay.
came out of cures.
You make your way down the tunnel. There are also claw marks in the walls of this stairwell. It's the stairwell consisting of 3 flights of stairs that zigzag down like somebody was digging in Minecraft, all the way down to the bedrock. No, to a large chamber that opens out at the bottom of the last stairwell. The flooded chamber, you can't see the end of it with your torchlight, but there's pillars that line either side of the chamber. So you're at the corner looking in of a down the stairwell. It opens out. This is old dwarven stairs in a dwarven carved chamber, now flooded and long ago abandoned by the dwarves. Looks like it might have been a temple or leading to a temple. It seems like that's the sort of dwarven architecture they usually do. Anyway, the pillar that would have been right in front of you because of the water damage and stuff has collapsed and is missing. And there's just like lots of the water seems deeper there, like it's almost like it's been carved out. And there's a pile of trash somewhat above the water line because the floor's not even, and you can see books and stuff over there. So there's leather-bound books and things in a pile of trash, and water and more pillars, but you can't see the far end of the chamber. But it's like a big, long rectangular chamber.
Okay. Cool. I got that. Mark, what's the name of your character again? What's your character?
Ren.
Ren, do you mind if I use that healing potion that I was holding for you? Because I'm feeling a little under.
Yeah,
there.
absolutely. Most important to me, question wise, is did your torch go out?
I don't know. No, it didn't go out. Apparently, it's still
Okay.
going. Cool.
All right,
Thank God
that's
for
good.
that.
So 23 minutes left on it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I should also
well, I
mention
mean,
that
he
you can hear
fell.
from the far end of the room and under the stone beneath you can hear.
oh, there's mumbling, eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
What's the dice for this potion? Is it just cure
Oh,
wounds?
well, 1d6. I saved the spot in the thing. It is, you roll, I guess you're going to roll. 1d6
That's it.
to equal to 1 plus half your level. So you roll d6, it equals 1 plus half of your level rounded down.
So it'll be 1 dice.
Yeah.
5. Okay. Cool.
Voice.
That's right, Dolphin. The dwarves carved their books onto their walls.
Well, I'm going to get back up, shake myself off. That was fast. I don't want to do that again if I can help it. And I will grab the pole from my pack and put that in front, with the torch in the other hand, and start prodding the ground, heading towards the box. I reckon we go towards the box, guys.
Is that
Okay,
that's
so
through
you
the water
just,
though, right? Is that through water?
Did you just swiftly shake it off?
Yeah.
Check it out.
Well, after drinking a V drink, like you know,
Okay.
yeah.
Hey, Fred,
Yes.
give me another dexterity check. Make it
Man.
a fucking good one.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
It's
boy.
probably going to be something bad.
How deep is the water in this place?
Is it what?
How deep is the water?
Fred's about to find out.
Yeah. So prodding with my pole as I move forwards,
Mhm.
I got a 10 for my dex check.
Okay, also give me a wisdom check as well.
A wisdom check. Sure.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Wow.
Where's
Fox is
those
getting
dice
all
at
of
that you were hitting with us last time?
Man, I've
it.
it's one of the most dice rolly games I've had for a while. 10.
Okay, so you fail to notice the wriggling, writhing, thrashing rot grubs which are barreling through the water towards your disturbance as you let
Wow.
you poke forward with your pole and go "Whoop," and fall into the over 10-foot deep water,
Oh.
which sets off the counterweight and pushes open a pair of doors between the
Oh.
pillars, which the
Perfect.
water is now flooding towards in the form of a waterfall trap with you caught in the current. Fred, you will have to make a strength check each round to stop from being pulled by the water over the lip of the thing and plummeting down the waterfall to depths unknown, splitting you from the rest of the party.
Okay, man.
And rot grubs are coming at you as we speak. You can't see them, but the rest of the party has, and they're going.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly what
Man, this has really moved things along
Oh,
quite
no.
nicely. This has
It's all
really
moving
moved
like
things.
slow motion. No.
So you would like a strength check, basically, you're saying?
Yeah,
I-
yeah.
Can I throw my rope at him?
This is immediate. So he's just fallen
immediate.
in.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Right. So let's roll a strength check, shall we?
Oh, my.
I got a 17, which is almost at the max of the scale. But
Okay, you are managing to crawl, freestyle, swim faster than the water is flowing out. The doors which just burst open, and now there's a that down a deep channel suction sound. The good news is that the rod grubs are heading that direction too.
so did I fall down there?
No, you're fine.
I'm fine.
You ricochet off like a turtle
treading
shell
water.
in Mario Brothers.
Yeah, you're
Doink.
treading water. So Greg is getting some rope and he's
Yes.
about to throw it. Does anybody else have some action they're taking right now?
I extend a spider leg for help.
That might help. Okay.
No, I'll try to grab onto the spider leg if I can.
It's got the little bristly bits. It makes for easy gripping.
I'm going to try to connect with the rock grubs thingy telepathically and tell them, leave that guy alone. He
They are
tastes awful."
mindless predators, even less so than the spider which was pushing it. But no, the rock grubs have no minds.
You mean they're dumber than me? Whoa,
Yeah,
that's terrible, man.
I have a question. Would this constitute a time where the torch would be extinguished? Since I've just
Yes.
so we're now in darkness, basically. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, so there is no light, and my torch is probably gone because I'm not able to hold on to it and swim at the same time. And my pole would probably be gone as well, and everybody is in pitch darkness. This situation does not seem bad at all.
No, this is all good. No.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Then in that case, I'll be trying to start a torch. I have a torch. I'm Flint and stealing over there.
Okay. All right, so that's going to take you a round at least, I'd say, or an action.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's not the easiest with flint and
So
steel.
Fred, you basically do grab hold of either the spider leg or the rope. It's your choice.
Yes,
Whoa.
I'm going to grab the rope.
Right. If anybody wants to pull him in, it's basically just a DC 10 strength check to pull him in.
Well, he didn't need my spider leg, so I'll do that.
Yeah. Can you help
And
me? Can I help you? Oh, never mind. You don't need my help.
He does it. It's fine. And the rock grubs, swirl around and go flying through and disappear. As he exits the water, they get sucked into the current and get pulled out into the down the drain. And you have avoided that trap and cleared out most of the bad flooding in the room, which is now walkable across. It's not even that slippery.
Oh, neat.
Oh, all right.
So the rock grubs are gone, and you cleared out you've now noticed that there are 3 sets of doors, one between each set of what would have been the pillars there. And so there's a middle one, and there's a far end one, which is where you can hear the thrumming noise coming from. And then there's the trap. Well, it might have been a trap, or maybe it's just collapsed over time or worn out. Water seems to do that. Whatever was behind that doors is now a chasm that goes straight down to God knows where. The pile of trash is now accessible as well.
Cool. Ren, would you like me to hold that torch? Mine's gone down the drain.
Yeah. That's good. Here you go. Yeah, I got it going now finally.
Anybody happen to bring a spare pole?
Here, I hand you a spider leg. Here you go, buddy.
I will fashion one from this makeshift lathe.
From a spider leg?
Spider
From a
leg.
spider leg.
Yeah, I'm not touching
Noise.
that thing. Thank you very much.
All right.
Is it hairy? Like what was
Yeah,
that?
of course it is. It's going to be a hairy leg.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's a leg. It's a major reward.
Yeah.
Major reward.
How many
giant
spiders?
arachnid with smaller arachnid mites which are growing and living on it, thriving like a parasitic colony.
I mean, how many spiders have you met that shave their legs or wax their legs? It just doesn't happen. So
Yes.
I'm also going to light a torch because that was scary.
2 torches are better than one.
Yes.
just in case.
Yeah.
All right,
We'll
I
light a
will
torch.
head towards the trash since I am poleless. I am looking keenly around on the ground, the walls, and the ceiling for anything, since there seems to be traps a lot. There's
Right.
a lot
Yeah.
of traps. So this-
Before Box heads over there, Greg would go up to Box and just confirm that you're doing a really good job leading us today. And
Oh,
thank you.
thanks.
And then send you on your way.
And I go.
Okay, one of
I really
the
like that you're going ahead and getting everything. Yes.
one of the tomes it's a waterlogged dwarven tome that reads, "The Fangbinder seeks the skull's power."
The thing, what?
The Fangbinder seeks the skull's power. I have no idea what that means.
Well, we don't either. And yeah.
Thing binder.
The thing binder.
So you said thing binder?
The Fang.
Oh,
Fang.
Fang. The
Fang
Binder. Yeah.
Fang
Binder.
binder.
Fang binder.
Yeah.
Fang.
Floaty skull?
Oh, that's like the trap spider, probably.
We got to go back to the trap spider then, right?
Well, maybe
Yeah,
the very
maybe
beginning.
he's
Stole
maybe
another
he's got
tax.
away. Maybe he's got away with spiders because he managed to avoid the trap spider.
Fang
I don't know.
binder. Yeah, maybe he's like a
The
a
fang-
spider whisperer.
Yeah. Spider whisperer.
Dude,
Yeah.
that'd be awesome.
Seeks the skull's power.
I am now a badger. I would like to sniff at all 3 doors to see if there's a scent that is particularly
Oh,
go that way-ish.
All right. What are you doing with the middle doors? Just sniffing.
Just sniffing. I'm not touching. Just sniffing at them to see if there's any scent of travel on it. I know this room was
It
flooded,
seems to
so-
be. It seems to be latched from this side, so you could pull the latch and open the doors if you wanted to. Unlike the doors on the other side with the waterfall, these ones seem to open outwards, not inwards. And the last corridor or the last doorway thingy is open, and there's some stairs going down there. As you step over in that direction, though, you notice that the scratch marks are also accented by piercing marks and the remnants of what seem to be iron spikes in the wall. So be careful. There's a spike trap around here somewhere.
perfect.
Right.
So he did not open the door, right?
He did not open the door. There is, now that you're down the end of the room with some torchlight, you can see that there is a corridor. There's some loose rock in the corridor, and it opens up into what would have once been a sacred chamber, a tabernacle or tabernacle, some sort of dwarven shrine room. It seems to be there's something misty in there, though. Maybe cobweb, something else. It's too dark to tell.
Okay.
I would like to go to the door and see if I can detect magic anywhere near.
No,
I have
there
that
doesn't.
ability.
There doesn't appear to be magic there.
Okay.
Did you find any magic?
No magic. I just like the door. It's like a really nice door, by the way. It's like nice crafted. Yeah, but no, man, no magic, man.
So, do we want to use the door?
I think it's probably safe. I think
Sure.
you should
All
check
right,
it
take a
out.
step
Box.
back.
I think you should open the door box.
I'll go to the door and inspect the door to see if there's anything that looks like there might be a trap around it. Is this the door with the spikes, spiked holes next to it or something?
No, that's by the stairwell going down, which has got the noises coming up from it.
Right. Okay. So this
Remember,
is a different
time is of the essence as well. Searching
That's
around
true.
the searching around the door will take up time.
Yeah. Well, I'm still going to do that. I'm going to search around because time of
Trap
the
shy.
essence. We do not want everybody to die in the middle of the live stream.
Right,
when
searching
we have an
around
extra-
really carefully this time, you notice
Yes.
that under the door, there's not a normal space; it's a slightly concave space, like a rut in a pinball game or something like that.
Okay, that's trapped. That's
A
trapped.
really big, shallow rut, but a definite rut.
Okay, I
And
tell the others.
it comes out into the room and curves towards the shrine room.
Yeah. So I say to the others, I'm pretty sure there is a trap here. I suspect if I open this door, a big, huge sodding boulder, just like the one from Raiders of the Lost Ark, is going to roll through here and try to squash us. Would we like to open this one, or do we want to go and deal with the spike trap by the other door? Or do we want to try a different one for a different trap for today?
Surely there's more traps in this room. We can find them
There's
all.
more traps. So how would you like to die? By boulders, by spikes, or by an unknown mean that has not been communicated quite yet? So, Treat, please tell me which one you prefer.
I'll trade those in for door number 3.
Door number 3 that we don't know about. Okay, so we're going to leave that door alone. The door that looks like it's a boulder trap. The spiked hole thingy, we're going to leave that one open. Go to the other one, and I'll go through there, looking very carefully for danger as I go.
The temple door with the rubble around it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So as you're stepping forwards and you're looking really carefully, you notice that there's another raised area of the floor just before you walk into the temple shrine. Once again, if you go completely around it, and from either side, actually, you could step in. But if you were just marching towards here, and you notice that the rut from the other door passes right over this plate as well.
So if you open that door that's probably got a boulder that's going to roll out of it, it's going to roll over this pad here. There's a pressure plate right here, guys. Big, huge sodding one. It activates, triggers the other one. We wind up with 2 traps at the same time, double jeopardy. So
Can we
I'm
just
not going to step on that thing.
Can we just
I'm gonna
open the
say-
door and let the boulder go? Just like after you, boulder?
I think the idea behind doing that is that if we do it that way, there's a chance of getting hit by the boulder and then triggering 2 traps at the same time. God knows. I feel like somebody has set up 3 potential traps to all trigger at the same time. So we're not just dealing with one thing, we're dealing with 3 things. If you were a really evil bastard, that was the sort of thing you would do.
In
So
a temple.
so I'm gonna go around the pad and suggest you go around the pad and go to the door that has the rubble beside it.
Sounds good, man. Whatever, man. Let's go.
Okay. So inside that room, it seems to be choked with vines, that same sort of nasty, thorny vine that was on the outside of the cliff face, on the other side by the acidic pool.
Are the vines getting in the way?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. I think we might need some swords to cut away the vines, people. I pull
Wait
out
a
my
minute.
pull out my sword in my other hand, my long sword, with the torch in the other, and I will start slashing away.
Okay, you waste precious time hacking and slashing away, but you do reveal that there is actually a secret passage through here, through the noxious vines, that goes straight through the cliff face, which is narrow here, and outside, avoiding the rest of the dungeon that you've already come through. And you can actually escape or enter the dungeon through this chamber.
Look at
Found the
that.
second
Good job.
entrance. Wow.
Yeah, baby.
Hey, yeah.
All right,
Okay.
noted.
We're going to have to deal with the other doors. I'll put the sword back and go back and say, okay, so that's another way out if we want to go out that way. So we've got two
your
options.
sword, by the way, did not enjoy being used as a machete.
Mm-hmm.
So there may be a combat penalty if you abuse your weapon that way again.
Right,
Oh.
right, okay.
Wow.
So
I was going to speak
you do
to the
realize I
plants and
punched
ask
it.
them to move.
Okay, I'm going to say, okay, guys, pick a door. The one that has the spikes, the one that probably has a boulder that's going to come out of it. Which one do we want to go through?
Is it possible to tie my rope to the door and then we all like stand like way back and then like pull it
on it.
open
Yep.
Yeah, let's do that then. Yeah.
without being
Good
in the
idea,
path?
Greg.
Okay, so you hook
Greg.
up the rope.
Huge. That's a great idea, man.
So are we doing this on the door that has potentially the boulder rolling out of it?
Mm-hmm.
That's the
Okay.
only one with the door. Yep.
Okay, so that's the one that's the
Wouldn't
door.
that,
Okay, let's
wouldn't
do
that
that.
seal off the exit we just found if we roll a boulder into the front of it? Or are we thinking that maybe?
Well, we got another exit anyway, so there's.
We
there's-
didn't. You didn't actually ask about that. So the rut travels over top of the trapdoor and then down the corridor to the entrance with the spiked entrance with the stairs going down.
I think that might open.
So that's
it
the
up.
way. That's the way that it would roll. Apparently.
Might open it up.
But it might even, if it rolls it down there, we might actually be able to squash everything that's in the way, so we don't have to
Yeah.
deal with all the traps. Because
Yeah.
if we go down there, and then of course,
great.
if I would be a complete and sodding wanker, I would put another pad that you have to stand on when you go down that pathway that triggers the boulder from the other room, and then rolls all the way down behind us, squashing us as we're going down the stairs. If I was a really ruthless individual, that was the
So
sort
we
of thing
should
that I
definitely
would
pop it
do.
down.
Yeah. While Box
think we
is
should-
telling the story, I'm
That is-
tying the rope to the door.
Tie the rope on. I want to pull the rope on and open that door that way.
Genius. Should do.
Yes. I feel like I'm in the zone for just ruthless trap nonsense. And I don't know that it's been that effective because I've been hit by most of it. So.
I just want to say I really appreciate you being the canary in the mine. This is good. This is really, you take all the
Yeah,
brunt of it.
don't
It's
call me a
great.
bird. I'm not a bird. Okay.
Okay.
Fox, you're like the best.
So
If you're a bird,
you
I'm a bird.
pull the rope.
Yes, we're pulling the rope, aren't we?
Okay.
Yeah.
Aren't we, Greg? Yeah.
Yeah.
So the doors slam open. The massive boulder on the other side rolls out. Yeah, rolls over the panel. The panel then goes and spits the darts, which go and fire at the entranceway diagonally across the room from one of the far side pillars. The far side pillar is actually the what you call it, like the pepper shaker that spits all the. So yeah. And you see all the darts pepper the entrance to the stairwell, just as the boulder then flies down the stairs, making a tremendous, full of a took amount of noise.
we're here.
Boom, boom, boom. And you can count that there are 1, 2, 3 landings, and then it suddenly stops making noise and then makes a big echoing boom. It sounds like it's just dropped a huge space and landed somewhere with a poloosh sound. So it landed in water.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
What do I-
hopefully the little girl wasn't on the stairs.
Yeah. What do I
Oh.
feel like we just played a game of? I feel like we just played a game of Mousetrap.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah, yeah,
What
yeah.
about polite?
You will never stop my thing. Just like brain.
Isn't there a game called Pelunk too? It feels like Pelunk a little bit too.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
a little bit of that. Okay, all right,
Mousetrap.
yeah. So, there's nothing behind the door where the boulder came from.
No.
No, it was just holding. It was basically a closet for a boulder.
Yeah, yeah.
I would not
Okay.
want to be the guy that has to reset
It's
that
it's an
trap.
early century type of a thing. They don't
Yeah,
really
yeah.
make those.
I
things
will
anymore.
search it thoroughly to see if somebody left behind I don't know, something useful in the closet.
No.
Okay, all right. I guess there's only one way to go, people. I feel like down the stairs. Are we all good with that?
Time is thin. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Little
Yeah.
girl, little girl.
Oh,
race
no.
down the stairs cautiously with a stick.
I don't have a stick anymore.
Oh, okay. With a spider leg. Slap,
Without a-
slap,
I
slap.
don't have a spider leg either.
Slap, 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 slap.
I don't have a spider leg.
Slapping ahead of you with a
have
wobbly
spider leg.
stinky stick. You get down to the area called the Dragon's Vault, and
Oh, no.
there is it's a natural cavern with a ravine thingy in the middle of it, more like a crevasse. There are stalactites and stalagmites forming impressive cave formations. The place is illuminated with glowing glowworms, which is largely negated by your torches, but it is pretty in here most of the time. I swear it is. Okay, and there is obvious remnants of a dragon's hoard. There's some old eroded coins and stuff scattered around. The place is very acidic. The stones are like, burned. Like you know how limestone sort of gets eaten away by stuff. It's yeah, it's less rounded and more sharp. Like yeah.
Okay, I have a question. I would like to take the scale that I had in my backpack that I put in there and inspect it and see what color it is, because when I found the
black.
scale, I was thinking,
It's black.
maybe it's black.
Yeah, I should have mentioned that before. It was a black dragon.
So there might have been a black dragon here. There might even still be a black dragon here. Heck, if it's
Where?
AJ, it could be a
No.
Draco Lich if we were really
because the next thing you notice is that on the far side of the ravine there's another platform, which was where the dragon did lair. So it's got a big pile of like treasures, but they're more organized than a dragon's lair. It looks like somebody's been separating and cataloging everything. There's crates, there's barrels and stuff like that, hastily arranged. But you see that there is in fact, cloaked figure, a warlock with a blade over top of a black dragon skull, which he's using as an altar, and the girl is strapped to it, and he is about to stab it. There's salt on the ground in the form of a diabolic symbol and stuff like that. Not only that, but he goes, kill! Like that, and you hear a scrabbling sound coming from the base of the ravine thingy, which you guys are right at the edge of. Something's coming up from below. You also notice, as you look in the direction of the noise, that there is a narrow stairwell, which is carved by ancient dwarves. This was once the passage that they came through to find this area that they've opened up into this temple. So yeah, this is how they found it originally. So there's an ancient dwarven path which is going up to the dragon's lair there. It is kind of treacherous and goes up and down. But yeah, that's aside from the ravine to fire bows and spells over. If you want to get into melee range, you have to run down there and back up again.
That sucks. So I say, don't hurt the girl, or we're going to have to shoot you.
What?
He says, he's in the middle of concentrating.
Okay, so he's not listening to us.
Elder Blast.
Shoot him!
Yeah.
Shoot him!
This is a good time for initiative.
Yeah, is he within
Yeah.
range?
Yeah.
Like for the bow?
Yes.
Rosetta fight scene, go. Thanks a lot.
Noise.
All right. So do we need initiative
Yeah,
on
thanks,
on
Donnie.
this
Holy cow.
dude? Or...
Yeah, he's not near. He's further than 30 feet, but he's not far away. And there is illumination over there, so you can see it.
Do we need a roll
Okay,
initiative?
He gets a 20 on the initiative, but he's concentrating on the spell. The thing on the cliff gets a 13 on initiative.
Okay.
I
Well,
got 3.
mine is a 15.
Okay.
12.
3.
Still 12.
19.
Okay, so Mark, you go. Ren goes first.
Okay.
Before you go,
8.
oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Thanks to Donnie, their super chat says Frank Frazetta fight scene.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Thanks, Donnie.
All right. So 18 to hit. I'm shooting the Warlock dude.
Nice.
Yep.
And 4 points of damage
Okay.
with my short bow.
1 second. I'm just gonna highlight what I'm looking.
It's the shortest bow, you know.
Short bow. Pim's short bows.
I really
Get
like
one
that.
from your local pin supply store today.
If this is a Frank Frazetta high fight scene, then I'm really ripped looking
Yeah.
for a Furbolg druid. I've got long hair, by the way. I'm like, it's like a Furbolg version of Fabio.
No.
Well tanned, oily, torn shirt,
Yeah, oh, really?
light breeze, flexed bow,
Yeah.
power
goodness.
arm.
Okay, so you fire at his armor class of 14 and you hit, I believe.
Nice, yeah, yep.
Okay, well, how much
18.
damage do you do?
4.
Four?
Well done, Donnie.
So he is down to
Oh, man.
hit points. That goes into his skull, rather ornate hot topic du jour.
Pauldron.
Yeah, pauldron.
Giant skull pauldron for the win. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's got those
Oh,
pants with
God.
little buckles on them and stuff, and little spiky collar thing. Yeah, yeah.
Because it rolled so high on the initiative, the next thing before we get to Phil, a giant centipede goes up
Oh,
over the edge of the thing and is right on whoever edged forward to get the best shot with their bow. So that would be Mark. It attacks Ren.
Yeah.
Doesn't get advantage or anything because it didn't know where you were.
Yeah.
But it's still got +4 to hit. And that is
no.
that's a 17. And it does 1d6 with its bite.
Plus.
Oh.
As it pumps some poison in as well.
No.
So only 1 point with its bite, but you need to make
Okay.
a DC 12 Constitution save, or you're going to get
Okay.
paralyzed.
Oh no.
On the edge
All
of a
right.
cliff.
Constitution, you said?
Yep.
I rolled a 9.
Oof.
Ooh. Okay, well that's not that bad of a fail. So you fall backwards, paralyzed, not over the cliff. It's like
oil can.
I will help you in a
because it's
second.
biting you forwards. It basically lands on you and goes skitters over you as you're
Oh
paralyzed.
no.
Yeah. So it just basically rubs its underside across your face.
Oh, it's all slimy.
Yep.
It's rubbing its backside against you, buddy.
It's recently laid some eggs, so it's covered in its birth filth. Right. Okay. Bill, it is your turn.
I am now a hawk, and I fly across the ravine. What's the situation with the girl and the sacrifice and the ritualist? How are they arranged?
First of all, you get a luck point for giving me that awesome camera angle. Like the crowd at home really appreciates it. Those who aren't motion sick. Yeah. So apparently he has stabbed her twice already on her hands, and he's doing a series of cuts that correspond with the diabolism of the circle. So that's why he hasn't killed her immediately, because he's actually drawing the energy out of her with her pain and suffering to increase the spell's magic.
Oh.
Yeah, he's evil.
I want to dive bomb him and just get my talons into his face and see if I can at least disrupt him. At best,
Yeah.
because
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
in Shadowdark with spell focus, he'll need to make a what is focus? It's just wisdom, isn't it?
yeah, I think it's just a spellcasting. I think it's just a spellcasting check.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, just got to hit him with an attack.
That is a 19.
Nice. Okay. He manages to keep his spell focus, but you can hurt him.
6 damage. Take that,
Ooh,
Pippi.
Jesus. Okay, I'm gonna give him disadvantage on his
Yeah.
check. Jesus.
Get mauled.
That works. He's fucked. Okay, you've disrupted his spell. You now have no longer got a time limit on him killing the girl.
Yeah, it's not going to change the fact that everybody's going to shoot him.
Yeah, now he turns around and he's going to be firing arcane blast at you with his rage at his thing being disrupted. But you've knocked him down to less hit points. Okay, he's not yet bloodied though. All right. Thanks, Phil. That was fucking just
well done.
Just devastating. Devastating.
Oh yeah, man. Right move, right roll.
Greg, what are you going to do?
Greg is going to Eldritch Blast across the canyon. Stepping away from Ren, though.
Okay.
That's disgusting.
You'll give him for dead.
I don't know what fetishy thing he's
Prioritize
got
the
going
goal.
over there, but with that
It's just going back and forth over him now. Just
Oh
rubbing
no! The equivalent of a caterpillar teabagging. Yeah,
Thunder attained.
It's like it's taking the most torturous unwinding route over his body.
It's this thing. Why? Oh, cool, man.
Like getting rolled by it in the filth. The humanity. Sorry, Greg.
That's okay. Greg's. You should be ashamed of yourself, Ren. That's a hit for 3 points of damage.
Nice. Okay, he's definitely bloodied now.
Yep. And and I take another step away from Ren.
Right. 2 steps back. Okay.
Why is everybody walking away?
You're close to the steps going down. You notice that they're slippery, so if you do run down them, you'll need to make DC 10 dexterity checks, or possibly plummet and take like a D6 point of falling damage. All right.
I'll stay here.
Yeah. Okay. Box, your turn.
Mine? Okay. With my torch in my hand, I am going to do a dragon kick and kick this centipede off the side of the cliff if I can.
Yeah.
Nice.
Please.
Here we go.
Okay.
Please. 20.
20.
And-
Nice.
And it's the actual right dice. 4 points of damage.
Okay.
So I try to roundhouse kick the little sucker and kick it off the side of the cliff if it's going to do that. I don't know.
Okay.
Problem.
That's actually the first points of damage it's taken so far. It doesn't like it.
Good. It's not supposed to.
Yeah.
Please make
It does what every girlfriend ever does and tries to grab hold of somebody as it falls into the water.
Let me guess. It grabs hold of me, right?
No, it's grabbing hold of Ren, of course, because he's the most obvious. Yeah. So I'm going to make a strength check for the giant scorpion. Sorry, the giant centipede. I don't know what its strength is, so we'll just.
It's like now it's a
4.
face hugger. From
Okay,
Alien.
no,
Perfect.
yeah, no, it fails. It fails and plummets down off the
Okay.
cliff. Well done.
Oh, man.
Avoiding that threat. It'll be
man.
back. It'll be back. It'll probably be back.
Don't worry, I'll give it another kick.
Okay. Now it's the Fangbinder's turn, and Krezik is his name. He turns and goes and monologues about how you cannot
Oh, no.
stop him from summoning the something called the what does he call it?
No, tell me.
I swear to God, I read this. The Burrow Fiend. He was going to summon the Burrow Fiend.
Oh.
People mocked me in the village. They laughed at me. They would not sell me the best onions, but I showed them.
Best onions.
He sounds like he kills girls.
Greg, what's your armor class again? Is it armor class for Arcane Blast?
My armor class is
No.
13.
If you're using magic, you should be doing a spell casting.
Yeah.
check.
Oh, yeah. For me to hit with Eldritch Blast, I just have to make a DC 11 charisma.
Oh, okay. So he hits with his Arcane Blast.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. So they have the same thing. DC.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Son of a yeah.
Fun,
And
eh?
you'll roll a D20 plus charisma modifier. Is how you.
Yeah. He only does 1 point of damage though. It's a glancing blow because he's monologuing. He's raving, and he's also got pretty bad eyesight. You do notice though that he's picked up a necrotic staff for his next attack, and he looks like he's going to try and get into melee range. So he's making his way towards the steps. He's forgotten about the girl strapped to the dragon skull.
I want
Um,
that
and then
staff.
Over
I
the treacherous
accidentally.
steps.
I want that staff. I accidentally say out loud. Hey, does that staff have Greg written on the side of it? Because I think that used to be mine.
Down below, the centipede scrabbles up the many large round boulders down the bottom here because they reset the thing and they never bothered going and getting the old ones that came down falling off this ravine.
These rocks from?
This is why the chamber flooded, because they cut off the water flow, the idiots. Anyway, the dwarves would have told them not to, but kobolds never listen. Anyway, there's a history to this place. So yeah, the centipede rights itself and starts to climb up the wall. It will be up in another round. Meanwhile, Ren, it is your turn. You can get up. You can get up.
I'm paralyzed, but I can get up.
Oh, did you roll a saving throw?
Yes, and that's how I end up paralyzed. So now do I roll again?
Oh, you're just paralyzed for one turn. It was just one turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're like,
yeah, I'm getting the heck away from the edge of that thing. Can I go down the stairs heading toward the Warlock dude?
Sure can. Are you running?
Sure, I'll run.
Okay, give me the DC 10.
What could possibly happen?
Dexterity check.
Oh my
You
god!
could go down and fight the centipede directly. Is that?
Well, as it so happens, I rolled a 4 with my dexterity modifier. I guess I am going down to fight the creature.
You take 6 points of damage. You go down on your face.
Perfect, and I'm down.
Okay, you're literally down.
Yeah, I'm down.
Oh, no.
Ah!
Well, I mean, to add insult to injury, it climbs over top of you and pushes you into the water to climb up the cliff. And then it's like it slowly registers with its mind. Oh, my lunch. That's right. It fell down with me. I don't have to go up and attack the others. I can just eat this thing.
And I die in one round, guys. So
Ren's taking damage for us. Let's get the girl.
You successfully baited the giant centipede and kept it off.
Yeah.
I'm changed my attitude if I had heal.
A heroic.
I'm just looking at this.
A moment of silence for Ren's heroic sacrifice.
Yeah, I'm just looking like, couldn't he have just shot the Warlock from over here? He went down the stairs.
Do you
I
have
don't want
any
to get anywhere
healing
close
potions
to
on
that
you?
edge.
Ren, do you have any healing potions on you still?
Yeah, he's got 2 on him. Remember?
I do, but
No, I
I'm
didn't.
out. But I also have an animal companion that can stabilize a dying creature.
That's right.
Oh, 7 of 8.
Yeah.
No, he'll be called 6
If
of
he
8.
stabilizes you, he'll be 6, where he'll lose a limb.
Yeah,
Every
well,
time he
you know,
stabilizes
that's
you,
that's the risk I can take.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
All
love
right.
it.
Who's next?
Phil, your turn.
All right. Well, if there's like a 50-50 shot, he might think I'm just some random animal companion of a ranger or some shit. So I'm going to keep that play up, and I'm going to see if I can claw my way over to the girl that's tied to the rock and start picking at the leather straps or whatever that are holding her, hoping that he decides to pursue the human attackers and ignore the bird. So
He is. That's
That's
a brilliant
what
plan. And you managed to free the girl. You now have the girl in your custody.
I say, "Caw." And that, I mean, I'm probably out of action economy, so I'll do something next round.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Greg. Cool.
Greg
Yeah, the
stops
eagle
and
says,
laughs.
Wait a minute. The eagle says meow. Okay, Greg, your turn.
Greg's gonna Eldritch Blast and probably at disadvantage because he's laughing at the call.
Okay.
Oh, it don't matter. He still made it. 1 point of damage towards the Warlock.
Okay.
Voice. That's
He's
what it's
not.
gonna be.
He's not liking this peltering of firepower coming at him.
Yeah, there's some intense firepower there on the old Eldritch Blast. 1 pointer, and then I'll take another. Ren's gone now, so I don't have to step aside. Okay, I'll just sit there and
Okay.
watch.
Yeah. So he knows me. Oh, okay. So he doesn't fall, and he manages to cross over the area. It does cost him his attack this round, but he's now in melee range of all of you.
Oh, That's
So
not a
he's
good idea.
now no longer on that side of the ravine. He's on this side. Of the ravine.
He's
He's
on
coming
this
up.
side of the ravine.
He's coming up below you. You
Okay.
have the high ground, Anakin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Fox, your turn.
Right, I am going to switch to Tiger Claw and going to try to take him down. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. That's probably not going to do it. Only an 8 to hit, so it's probably done nothing.
No, it doesn't hit. You're too busy watching your footing.
All right, so much for the Tiger Claw. Yes, I will stay there and block him from anybody else. Oh, well, I can't really block him because there's no opportunity attacks.
Yeah, no, there is, because he's coming down a narrow path, so you can step in and say he's not going to be able to hit anybody but you.
Yeah, well, you will not pass. Anyway, I'm done.
Okay. Ren, your turn. Oh, you're
All
dead.
right. Well, my little guys will revive me.
Right. So you're revived and you're immediately going to get attacked by the centipede.
Perfect. That's what I want. Yes.
Did he actually revive you? Did you roll for
Yeah,
a
he
revive?
revived me.
Oh,
Yeah.
well done. Because
He's only got 6 legs now. That's weird.
That ability is only designed to stabilize you, not to put you on 1 hit point.
Oh, I'm 0.
Yeah,
That's
so
right. So I'm still
if
0.
you get him to roll the stabilizer and check, and
hang on, this may be a moot
there's
point
a 20
in
sided
a
dice.
second.
You roll a 20 sided
Oh.
dice basically. If you get a 20,
He's
you're
gonna-
good.
But I look dead. But I look dead.
Yeah.
Oh, even without your armor class, even if it's just a base 10, the centipede still manages to miss you. I guess you're underwater, so yeah,
Oh.
I can't see you.
Yeah. That's me. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. The idea is he's still
Stubby's on top of you, breathing for you.
Yeah. The idea
Yes.
the idea for that feature, if you're wondering, is you get stabilized automatically, but you still roll the 20-sided dice. You need to get a 1 on the 20 on the 20-sided dice to have 1 hit point. Otherwise, you're just on 0, basically. You don't die
Gotcha.
anymore.
Can't Stumpy feed you a healing potion? I thought that's what it was doing. It's not feeding you. A healing
No, I
potion?
can't. I don't think it can do that. I don't think that's
No, he fed him a
test.
He fed him a tentacle. That's why.
Yeah.
Shoved a tentacle in one of his holes.
He's breathing for him, alien facehugger style.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just I don't even want to know what's happening to Ren anymore. This is too much. I'm just gonna.
You see this face hugger thing? His thing shoved down his throat.
I can't.
Tears coming down my eyes. Gratitude.
Yeah.
Ren, keep it distracted.
For
You're doing
further
great.
details, please tune into our OnlyFans, available for only $9.99 a month.
Jeez.
All
There we
right,
go.
Phil, your turn.
Beware of dog. There it is.
Yeah.
Beware of dog.
Okay. Return to humanoid form. I have spears. Chuck a spear since he's engaged otherwise on a narrow ledge with nowhere to go but down, and hopefully
That's
I
true.
can get there as quick as possible.
Okay.
Whack. So the attack is I'm going to burn a luck die. 17.
Oh yeah, that hits.
And it's 6 points of damage.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa.
My dice are hot on those damages today.
The spear like sinks in, and you got him in the liver. So he's not going to die immediately. He's still got like 3 hit points, but he's not going to fight anymore. He's like, yeah.
Look, the fluid's on the outside of the thing.
He's not like an adventurer. He doesn't have a team to back him up and give him healing potions and stuff like that. So he realizes he is poked. And you've got the girl, the jig is up, and he at the end of the day, he's a warlock. He's a sniveling coward, he's never had the willpower to study.
Most warlocks are.
He really got into it for the drugs and the girls, and he's a bit long in the tooth now. Yeah. So
how are you feeling about that, Greg? That I don't know where that comes from in our role play, but
it's not. No.
AJ's obviously said that warlocks suck shit. That's what he's basically said.
I'm sorry, I
And
wasn't
the girl's
paying
spider
attention
legs,
because
you feel strong.
I wasn't paying attention because I was focused on whether or not what the grasp of that necrotic staff was.
Right. He's like, you can take it.
Yeah, Greg grabs it and he looks again to see if his name was on there. Takes
Now.
That if you hit with this, it does 1d8 points of damage, but also an acid splash that does 2d6 with a
yeah.
DC 13 dexterity saving throw to take half
yeah.
damage.
Greg,
So it's pretty
takes
pretty
it
potent.
over his head and sand peoples.
Nice. Now the crack from the boulder when it flew down the stairs and hit the far side of the ravine is starting to crack like Thulsa Doom or whatever the fucking name of that passageway in Lord of the Rings where they were going through Moria and the stairs started falling apart. Yeah. So if you want to go and so the girl, the dragon skull, which would be probably too heavy to carry, but is actually worth some money. But there is some treasure there, old dragon treasure. So if you want to grab some, you can be real quick. Just remember you need to make that DC 10 saving throw for dexterity if you're running over the slimy steps.
Are we still in the middle of a fight with a centipede and?
No, the centipede is eating Ren or trying to find him. Yeah, Ren is not dead, but he's out of sight. The place is falling apart.
And the warlock is surrendered, basically.
He's surrendered and given up his staff. Yes.
Right. Well, I'm going to do the most
spear in
sensible
his
thing.
side.
I'm going to rush down the stairs. No, I'm not. I'm going to go down the stairs and try and save Ren because he might still be alive.
Right.
I think I might
He's
still be alive.
he's an awesome druid. He's probably absolutely chock a block full of potions of healing. And even if he does die, I can at least loot his body.
Right. Do you have a rope?
Stuff.
Do you have a rope or something?
I have a grappling hook and a rope, and I would like to tie the rope to the grappling hook and go down there.
So give me 2 DC 12 dexterity checks in a row. One is for rappelling down the rope to get Ren, and the other one is climbing back up with him. You could use strength, I suppose.
Our strength? Yeah, sure, we'll do that. I can live with that one. Is there any chance anybody's got a luck point they would feel like right now?
Yeah, you can have mine. If I can give it, I'm dead though. Well, I'm stable.
You're stable.
Yeah. Well, I don't think that the luck point is related to
Stubby's
Right.
still got a luck point, so Stubby can assist.
Yeah. Okay, this is a 20 to climb down with strength check.
Nice. No, you actually managed to hook him with the rope.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, at the last minute, you're like, wait, I've got a grappling hook. Look.
I thought I put the grappling hook at the top and hooked it onto the top of the cliff face and climbed down.
Look, this is how you D20'd it, bro.
Okay, all right.
You don't do it the conventional way. You you decided to gaff him like a craypot.
Okay. So do I need to make another check to pull him up, or can I just haul him up? Because I'm pretty strong. I've got a 15.
Tune in next week
I'm
when the Kiwi says,
I'm a 7-foot furbolg, dude.
Yeah, tune in next week when when we interpret a Kiwi saying, "Yeah, gaff him with the craypot hook." Yeah, right. Gaff him with the craypot. Okay, so you get winched out of the water, straining to lift him up, and you rescue the girl. You take the staff and you flee the area. Do you manage to grab some treasure? Let's have a look.
I do. I haven't taken any action while they're healing and taking care of the furbolg and stuff, so I'm going to grab some loot, do eagle, go upstairs, and get out of there with the rest of the team.
Okay, you managed to find a dwarven cult dagger that is +1 to hit, does 1d6 damage, and glows faintly near the undead, Phil.
Perfect. I have a spell that kills undead. I need this.
Yes, you do. You managed to retrieve the Ring of the Burrower, which gives you the resistance 5 acid damage resistance to acid damage once a day, in the form of like 5 acid damage. Resist 5. The first 5 points of acid damage, I suppose. That's from Kresek's own finger.
Does it still have his finger on it?
No, it doesn't. You managed to get Torrin's 25 gold pieces for the successful return of his daughter and the Dwarven Shield that gives you +1 to AC. And you get the Village Gratitude, a Night's Rest, and a Hearty Stew. Well done, everyone, for defeating
Nice job, AJ.
the ritual and exploring the Shrine of the Burrower's King.
Yay!
Good job.
We all lived.
Awesome.
Barely.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Barely.
There were quite a few traps there which could have instant killed you.
Yeah.
The power of Grayskull. We have the power.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I did notice that there did seem to be a lot of traps there.
It was.
Dwarves,
Yeah,
man.
very
Dwarves
trappy.
and kobolds lived there both in succession. It originally started out as a dwarven temple, and then it was invaded by a black dragon and his kobold cohort, and they died over the course of years and adventurers. And then the wizard, the warlock, discovered this place, found that it was actually cleared of most monsters apart from vermin. He managed to be a vermin whisperer because he's the a fang wizard, warlock. And so he set up a shrine there, and he was going to summon basically a purple worm version of like a burrowing demon thing. Yeah, so that he would be able to control. So, success.
Yes.
Yes.
Of course, none of our characters know any of this shit apart from probably the warlock taking
Well,
up residence
there's
there.
a wizened
But-
old
but
halfling
the-
sage in the village who just happens to fill you in.
AJ is making sure the audience gets a full measure of lore when he runs a game. So just bear with that.
Here is
Backstory is
the
everything, man.
here is the map of the shrine that I was
Oh
following.
yeah, that's
very good,
yeah,
very good.
Nice. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Very cool.
That'll be
Very
available
awesome.
on Drive-Thru RPG. No.
Yeah, that was- well done,
And
AJ.
sketched.
That was fun, AJ. Well done. Well done. I like it.
Thank you,
Yeah, it
Donnie,
was.
for the
Very
$5 tip. I'll accept that on everybody's behalf. Thank you very much for everybody
Cheers.
for tuning in. We had like 13, I think we had about 15 people watching at some point, so that was good.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
Yeah,
good.
yeah, really good.
Shadowdark, as you know,
Thank you.
everybody is an independent RPG that is in competition with D&D for the hearts and minds of everyone. Go out there and get yourself a PDF copy and support Kelsey and the independent press, and buy yourself a physical copy. We know it's expensive. We know it's hard to get them. We know you have to wait, but they're well worth it because look at them. They look cute. Isn't that cute?
The other thing too is she's doing a Kickstarter, and I think the Kickstarter is still going. Is it close
Western
to
Reaches?
Is it close to $2 million American dollars?
Mm.
I think so.
So
Yeah.
it's doing quite well. It's not finished
Right.
yet, I believe. And
No.
part of that Kickstarter is you can get the physical copy, and I think you can get the special ed edition of
Yes.
the book as well. So
It is a special edition.
so for those of you who are really struggling to get a hard copy of this book, it is going to be a lot easier. And I understand that they have put out quite a large print run to deal with demand, since there's been so many reprintings of this book so far. Yeah, so I wouldn't get too concerned if you find that you can't get the physical copy in the Kickstarter, because I imagine there's going to be another print run straight after.
Oh yeah,
anyway.
this is not a book that is like a one-hit wonder independent thing that you back the Kickstarter and then nobody's playing it. This is a game that's got some serious legs. Me, Fred, and a lot of other YouTubers and writers are writing for the Shadowdark system now. So it's well supported in the hobby. It's well loved for a reason, because as you can see, it's a lot of fun to play. And yeah, thanks everybody for joining me and for putting up with my absolute harebrained, frantic pace of my adventures. But I'm glad you all got a good barrel laugh out of that, because I certainly did.
So yeah, just a quick reminder. Not AJ, Kelsey's Arcane Library Kickstarter, Western Reaches. Go check that out. But also, it's pay what you want. We put out an alpha play test. It has not been tested, and we've basically built all the things that we thought you would want that you can't find in the core rules, the core book, for classes and ancestries.
Yep.
And
you can play a troll. You can play a troll warlock.
Yeah, and you can play a warlock that is actually really quite cool, and you can play a spellcaster who's always an animal.
Is my warlock
you-
not
you-
cool?
Yeah,
They're cool. They're
Of course
cool.
he
Look,
is.
there's
Of course he
warlocks
is.
and there's warlocks. Okay.
there's warlocks. Yeah,
Yeah.
No,
Mhm.
and you can play a druid who actually feels like a druid, and
like it.
I look. There's lots of other things there. So give it a go. It's pay what you want. It's made by myself, AJ Pickett, Mitchell Reed. Layout is done by Wally DM, and the cover artwork is done by my brother David Bailey. And yes, it looks very metal. And for those of you, I always sort of envisage. He told me where he got the idea from, but the more and more I look at it, it looks like Kelsey, who's done her hair in a wild sort of way, playing a guitar sword in many respects. So go check it out. It's worthwhile. And we will continue making monsters, and we'll let you know when that's ready to go, which
Yeah, awesome.
I don't know. Well, 100 monsters is a lot. We'll see how we go.
Yep. Shall I show
Thanks,
them
everybody.
Shall I show them one of the illustrations that I've been doing, Fred?
Yes, you might as well. We're here, and
Yeah.
we've got a few minutes.
Okay, so this is the giant velvet worm.
So
Oh
this,
wow.
Cool.
Yeah.
so the
Dude,
giant
love it.
velvet worm. There's a video on the giant. That's the delicious pink ooze that you guys saw briefly.
The delicious pink ooze. Yeah.
Yep.
It's
Yummy.
gotten a little bit more vicious in this version.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. So to give you an idea, the velvet worm. There's a video on the lore for that monster on AJ Pickett's channel, and the video that I've got up on my channel at the live stream, I actually show you how to make a Shadowdark monster from the chart and table that I spent a bit of time working on, and I made the velvet worm. So it's a stat block. Okay, so and it will be available.
And Shadowdark is very lean, so there's not a lot of like big, you don't really talk about the lore of the monster and stuff. It's just like the bare bones of what you need and a nice picture. And we cleave very strongly to the vibe of Shadowdark and pay the respect that it's really good, the system, so you don't need to add a lot to it. Yeah.
Don't you worry. Don't you worry. For those of you who are thinking that when he said lore is really lean in Shadowdark, don't worry. We're going to do some more for the monsters.
Yeah, we can
do
pack
some
a
more
lot
for the
into a
monsters.
few sentences.
We'll make it concise.
Because what would a delicious pink ooze be without the campaign with that highly addictive narcotic food additive that you make from its squirt?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's squirt. Yeah, that's right. Okay. On that note, I will pass it back to Wally to send us off.
Just make sure that in that monster book that there's the face rubbing centipede. That's all I ask.
Overly friendly centipede. Yeah.
All right. Links to the stuff are in the description, and if not, you can find them on all of our channels. So thank you everybody for joining us at the Game Master Roundtable. Thanks for all the super chats from those and everyone that played along and had the laughs with us. This was a great time. Thanks for running, AJ, and thanks to my team here for surviving. And if you guys don't have anything else, we'll go ahead and get out of here then. All right, cool.
Thanks for being here, guys.
All right, good night, everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Good night.
On to the
Thanks.
next.